NASCAR Mobile 48 back again, and welcome to another episode of NRR. And this is another doubleheader that's in the books. And oh man, Harvick just absolutely dominated. He didn't win the first stage. It took him a while. Won stage 2. Then after that, I knew he was gonna win it. But Hamlin gave him a run for his money at the end of the race. But no, just Kevin Harvick. It was Harvick and Hamlin in the first doubleheader at Pocono. But this one was just all Kevin Harvick. But we have another doubleheader in like a couple weeks after the Daytona Road Course at Dover International Speedway, and I'm looking out for drivers like Jimmy Johnson, 11-time winner there, most wins all time at Dover. Watch out for Martrix Jr., won there a year ago. So watch out for those type of drivers at Dover in a couple weeks. But yeah, today we're gonna review the race. So got our top 10 once again. Some of them were same, some of them are different. Yeah, review top 10. We're gonna rate the race because this race, I'll say it. I'll save it for now. And after that, we're going to be looking at the playoff standings, because not really a little bit, but we have one little change in the playoff standings after today's race. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dive on in and get started. We'll start off with Kevin Harvick, our winner. Finishing at first was Kevin Harvick. Guys, if you just think when you look at Kevin Harvick's team, they've been together for going on like 7 years, and you look at the confidence that everybody has in each other in that team, and the details of their race cars, and the thought of everything that goes into everything that they do is like literally untouchable. That's what it takes. That's what it takes, guys. Just details to make their race cars go fast. Like, their car wasn't quite as good as it was yesterday, because yesterday they won all 3 stages. Today they only won 2 stages. Won the race, won stage 2. But still, they think it was obviously still really good. But to me, I thought Harvick had a bit more trouble going through traffic today than he did yesterday, just because of the tight of him. He was like really tight going into turn 3 that he had today, because if you saw, he was like getting loose, like he was making some mistakes. We haven't seen Harvick make mistakes in a good while, but he couldn't have those really great low passes like he did yesterday and stay in the throttle. But if they carried too much speed in there, they would push up into the center of the corner and just have to pedal the thing on exit. But still, Harvick had a really strong day and wasn't as good as yesterday. But Hamlin was hot on his heels, and I'm surprised Hamlin didn't make a pass when Harvick was like way out of the gas going down the backstretch. But hey, doesn't matter. Harvick got the win overall. So, yeah, 6 wins for Kevin Harvick. He now has the most wins so far in 2020 and ties Rusty Wallace for 10th all-time wins list, and he is just one away from tying Kyle Busch and 2 away from passing him. Because after Kyle Busch, he has to work on the driver he replaced, Dale Earnhardt, who has 76 wins. So Harvick's just not that close yet. He needs like 23 more wins to tie with Dale Earnhardt, 24 to pass him. But yeah, still overall really great day for Kevin Harvick, and man, watch out for him at Dover. I'm not sure about him at the road course, but just watch out for Kevin Harvick, because he ain't letting Denny Hamlin go away like that. He ain't. Finishing in second was Denny Hamlin, and if you're just watching Denny Hamlin all day, you know that he just needed to maneuver a little bit better, and I think that they could be a little bit better. Overall, their car handled well. They just needed a little more speed in there and a little bit more handling to pass. But obviously they thought they were definitely the fastest car by running Kevin Harvick down there, but once they finally got to second, they knew they had something for him. I just got stalled there. I was thinking, wait, whoa, here comes Denny Hamlin out of nowhere. But you saw Denny Hamlin, he just got stalled there, and he was tight. And they were better. Like, I think I would say Denny Hamlin was a bit better than Harvick, because Harvick said that the race on Saturday was better than the car on Saturday was better than the car on Sunday, but that's for sure. But oops, I did not mean to do that. But yeah, I thought if they could maybe get to his quarter pedal, that I thought Hamlin could like shove him higher and make him tighter, but they just couldn't quite do it. They were close when they were going down the backstretch with like 3 to go or something, but no, not enough for Denny Hamlin. Overall, really good day for the 11 team. Harvick is now past them for the most amount of wins. So Hamlin, he's got some work to do, and we'll see how he does at the Daytona Road Course next weekend. Finishing third for the 2nd race in a row Actually, the third race in a row, Martrix Jr. finished third in New Hampshire, finished third in both Michigan races. In fact, in one of my apps, I chose Harvick to win. I chose Hamlin to finish second. No, I chose Truex to finish second. I chose Hamlin to finish third. I should have switched it around. I probably would have won something, but no. But Truex, they don't do anything easy, that's for sure. They were awful at the start of the race. Like, you saw, I don't know, they didn't have any tire issues. They were just running high. Like, they kept getting up high on the track and letting all those drivers on that inside just pass them by in those turns, like turns 2, turn 4 and stuff, and that cost him. But then later in the race, he got better, just like how he did yesterday. But really, I don't know. They didn't make a lot of changes, from yesterday, because they did have a fast car at the end of yesterday, but I know they tried to do different things trying to get better, but I think this race they were definitely worse. They just have to grind them out. That's what they did. It's good to be grinding out, but it's good for Truex, he's grinding out top 3 finishes. That's what the playoffs are all about, and they need to get some more points before that starts. Like, they battled back. Like, their car was pretty far off to start the race, but they were all pretty disappointed in that, obviously, but really good. But they should be really proud, fighting back to get a 3rd place finish. So, yeah, Truex not doing so good at the beginning of races, but comes back and does good. Like, this is the 3rd race Truex has not been doing good to start off the race, but then comes back later to get a 3rd place finish. Like New Hampshire, had a penalty, came back to finish 3rd. Yesterday's Michigan race, he cut a tire, making contact with Tyler Reddick, came back to finish 3rd, and today's race, he just went up high, got very loose earlier today, and later finishes 3rd, so heck of a run by Martrix Jr., but not that yet close to getting win number 2 of 2020. Finishing in 4th was Kyle Busch. The long runs went away later in the race, and that's just what they had, but they got all that they could get out of the day. Like, I heard in Kyle Busch interview that he said, like, he felt like the 4 was the best car, and then the 2 was, like, the 2nd best, and Hamlin there at the end showed up and was pretty fast, but then the 19 and Kyle Busch were really even. But that was all about that they had. Like, Kyle Busch, when they come to Michigan, not normally looking for top 5 days, but today has been a good day. No, actually, the last 2 days have just been really good for them. But hopefully, for Kyle Busch, they can keep some momentum rolling here and get ready to go next week and turn right and turn left. But yesterday and today for the 18, their car drove great, and and I bet it was the best driving car that they've had in Michigan, because they only have 1 win in Michigan. Michigan's not really a Kyle Busch track, but it's a track that he gets 1 win, like that track and Charlotte Motor Speedway. But yeah, overall, pretty decent day for Kyle Busch. Looking for more, but yeah, hopefully Kyle Busch does good in the future. Like, he needs to win, but I really don't hope for that because I'm not really a Kyle Busch fan. Anyway, finishing in 5th was Joey Logano. Overall, I bet they learned some things this weekend, because both races they were just a little too far off to start. But a top 5 finish today was good for them. Like, they're starting to build some momentum, and then when you start clicking off top 5 finishes, wins are just around the corner. Obviously, next week for just everybody is a big unknown for everyone going down to Daytona to run the road course. But a lot has gone into that, so it should be an interesting race for the fans. So hopefully Joey Logano can capitalize. Well, I really don't care. I want Jimmy Johnson to win. But yeah, Joey Logano had a pretty decent day. It was definitely better than yesterday. Like, they started off really great yesterday and it just fell back. In today's race, they were kind of still a bit off pace, but they rallied back to get a 5th place finish. So good job for Joey Logano. He did good at New Hampshire too. So we'll just watch out for the 22, because he still has not been the same ever since the pandemic. Finishing 6th was Aric Almirola, and Aric Almirola wasn't on my episode yesterday because he ended his streak of top 10s, tried to go 10 in a row, but no, got 9, but able to get another top 10. So that's his 10th top 10 of the season, but not in a row though. But for today, for Aric Almirola, today is how they were supposed to run. Like, they drove from 32nd into the top 10 and had a great, car. Like, they were able to rally there at the end from 22nd to 6th in like 12 laps. And it felt like that they were going to get to 3rd and just run out of laps. But I bet they're really proud of, his crew and everyone on their team, because yesterday was a tough day, and in a character building day for that team. But yeah, they said that their team worked their guts out last night because they did some really good adjustments on their car, and they had a great day with the result of it. And they're back on track with their top 5, top 10 capability. And I bet he's proud of his teammate because I saw him and Harvick were talking after Harvick was done with victory lane. But yeah, good job for Aric Almirola getting 6th place finish. Still looking for that first win, and a wild card is coming when we go to the Daytona Road Course, so hopefully he can get a win there. Because Aric Almirola, he's my 5th favorite driver all time. Because, oh man, not only because he races for something I eat, but he's a really good driver, and he's a pretty solid driver. So hopefully, I wish Aric Almirola the best right now in the position he's in. Finishing 7th was Matt DiBenedetto. I have 3 words for Matt DiBenedetto to describe his day. It was tough. You know, their car had their tongue hanging out all day, like Lightning McQueen in the last lap of the 2005 Dynaco 400, whatever it is. Yeah, so it was. But it was good that they made improvements from yesterday. Like, they were really struggling yesterday, and their team worked super hard to make some good improvements so they could at least run further up there. But they didn't play a lot of defense all day, and you know, they had to drive the thing for all it was worth. So, for Matt DiBenedetto, he's just glad that they were able to get a top 10 out of it, finishing 7th. You know, you could take a car that's struggling and something that we're not satisfied with and struggled with all weekend and make some improvements with. But, you know, if they take a car like that and finish 7th with it and move on, that just shows the strength of their team and how they keep getting better. But if you can make your bad days a top 10, sometimes that's all you can hope for. So, really, an improvement day for Matt DiBenedetto, still looking for his first career win. Going to the Daytona Road Course, literally anything can happen. We don't know who's going to dominate. I'm still looking out for that 48, 1, 18, and 41 because they ran the road course, so they have a bit of an advantage. So we'll see what happens, but overall, pretty solid day for Matt DiBenedetto, and trying to get Wood Brothers their 100th career win. Finishing 8th was Austin and Dillon. You know, it was a good day. They had to start last after, you know, going to a backup car, and they were issued a penalty on lap 1 for making unapproved adjustments on pit road. But despite the charges, they stayed on the lead lap in stage 1, which just shows how fast their Chevy was today. And the race played out pretty similar to yesterday with with strategy and the call to take fuel only on their last pit stop. But they were digging at the end of the race, moving from outside the top 15 to 8th, and really, I thought they had something for 7th, but just ran out of laps. But it feels good. But I bet it feels good to work as a team to overcome what they had to, and to finish the race as as the first Chevrolet over Chase Elliott. But yeah, pretty decent day for Austin Dillon. You know, I'm just thinking, like, some drivers having really tough days day 1 at Michigan, but day 2 they come out and do really good, like Almirola, Austin Dillon, Joey Logano, and stuff. Harvick had a bit of a worse day, but he still won. Truex had a same day, I guess, but yeah, overall pretty decent day for Austin Dillon in the 3 car. Seeing what they can do in the playoffs, but I do not think they will make it that far. They'll probably get eliminated after the first round. But that's my prediction. Like I said before in a previous episode or a couple episodes ago, that I will be doing after the Daytona race, I'll have like a video up of who do I think is out in the round of 16, and then after that we go to the round of 12, see who's out, round of 8, and see who makes the championship. For I already know Harvick and Denny Hamlin are going to make it. So yeah, overall pretty decent day for Austin Dillon, the 3 car, and yeah, they're starting to show some momentum before the playoffs start. Finishing in 8th was 9th place was Chase Elliott. He finished 2 races in a row, but yeah, pretty decent day for Chase Elliott. No, I have not revealed the car because I'm still waiting for my other 4 cars to arrive, but due to COVID, nothing I can do. The shipping, it was supposed to arrive, like Thursday or something, or Wednesday, but it was arriving late. I still don't know what's going to come. I'll have updates. Well, I'll see if I can have it up this week before the Daytona Road Course, but we'll see. But Chase Elliott, they struggled to get, their Chevrolet dialed in today, but it was pretty tight, and they just weren't able to improve the handling. But they squeaked by with a top 10 finish. All in all, it was a decent weekend, but they have some work to do. They definitely have some work to do. Hundred Motorsports has some work to do. Byron Johnson ran pretty decent, especially Johnson. Elliott ran pretty decent, but Bowman had the worst day. Made contact with Clint Boyer, with the Brad Keselowski Ryan Blaney wreck, and that wreck was all on Keselowski, got loose. Blaney just a victim, nowhere to go. But still, yeah, Bowman had a struggling day, and then, they had that tire issue. They had debris on the racetrack, and that kind of just ended their day. Got like a 36th place finish, so not good for Alex Bowman. He's been struggling all guys. Like the first few races since the pandemic, he's been looking like a championship contender. After that, he's just plummeted. Like Bristol to now, he's sucked. I'm sorry. I'm a Bowman fan. Like, he's my third favorite driver currently, but man, I just hate to see that for Alex Bowman. But hopefully he can recover in these next few days, and he's pretty darn good at Dover, so watch out for him when we go to that doubleheader race weekend. But yeah, overall pretty decent day for Chase Elliott, and yeah, hopefully I'll have a review up on this car. I'm not going to reveal it yet, but hopefully we'll have a review up later. And rounding up the top 10 was Kurt Busch. Another top 10 finish to round out a doubleheader weekend for them. Like, their Chevrolet was a little bit better on the short run speed today, which helped them on some of those restarts. But I bet they'll continue to work harder still to be better, to contend for wins. But where Kurt Busch needs to think, they need to stay focused in trying to turn these top 10s, into top 5s and eventually turn into wins. Because Kurt Busch is not really the winningest driver. Like, he's not really a driver I expect to win. Like, if I think of Kurt Busch, I expect him to win like one race. But seeing him eliminated in the round of 16 last year, I don't think he's going to win this year. But yeah, Kurt Busch doing pretty decent, and I have nothing to say about Kurt Busch. But a decent day for Kurt Busch. Alright, now let's rate this race. Now, this race was definitely worse than yesterday. Like, yesterday's race was pretty decent. I gave it like an 8.5 out of 10 because we had really good battling and a lot of drama at the end. This was just a long green flag run, just like the ending of New Hampshire. So for this race, I give it I don't want to go too bad. It was decent, but I'll give it like a 6.5 out of 10. I was going to go for a 7, but now I'll give it a 6.5 because I just hate having long green flag runs and like no drama happens. Like, really, it sucks. But still, this Michigan doubleheader weekend I think it was actually better than Pocono. Pocono's not really one of the most exciting tracks. I kind of like Michigan more, so I think Michigan doubleheader was way better than Pocono. So we'll see if Dover can top both of those doubleheader weekends. So we'll see in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys give it in the comment section below. So here are your playoff standings after Michigan race 2. You got Harvick up there first, Hamlin. Then you got Keselowski, Logano, Blaney, Chase Elliott, Truex, Bowman, Dillon, and Custer, 10 drivers with wins. And you got Almirola. A bit of a difference here. Kyle Busch has now passed his brother Kurt Busch. Now Kyle Busch is up to 12th. Then you got Kurt Busch 13th. 14th, Clint Bowyer. Coincidence? I don't think so. 15th, you got Matt Benedetto. 16th, Willie Barnes still hanging on. Got a bit of a cut line here. Eric Jones, Jimmy Jam, Tyler Reddick, and rookie Christopher Bell moves up to 20th, passing Bubba Wallace. And yeah, so let's look at the 4 drivers, who finish down here. Like, Tyler Reddick finished 24th today. They fought hard today because, but their number 8 car was a challenge during the race. Like, they fired off extremely tight, which made it hard to move around and run the bottom like they needed to do. But yeah, they did pretty decent. They made some good adjustments during the race that helped loosen them up. But they just needed a little bit more today because they'll definitely look back at this weekend as a team to see what they can learn from it and regroup next week because this was not really a good race for them. So let's see what they can do. And then driver moving up to 18th in the playoffs, Jimmy Johnson, who finished 11th. Like, he finished 12th, and now 11th. No top 10s. Dang, Jimmy. But yeah, Jimmy Johnson, they put up a good fight today. Like, track position was important for them, and they fought the balance most of the day. But I bet Jimmy Johnson's looking forward to the road course and both Dover races, because the Daytona road course, he's ran that road course before. That's a bit of an advantage to the 48, but not in a cup car. He's done it. And the Dover races, 11 wins at Dover, most of all time. Watch out for that 48 car because I'm excited for these next 3 races. And Daytona, literally anybody could win that. And then Eric Jones finished, wait, I don't even know where Eric Jones did, but Eric Jones finished somewhere, but he had a pretty decent day. Didn't get a top 10 though, something that he could have really had that would have been made his race better. But yeah, overall pretty decent day for Eric Jones. He's still trying to catch up to William Byron. Also, Jimmy Johnson and Eric Jones are actually tied for 17th. So things are getting pretty dicey, and I think it's this is gonna shake up the playoff bubble after Daytona road course because literally I don't know who's gonna win. But like I said watch out for this 41 car, that 18 and 1 car up there in this 48. So watch out for those guys. And yeah, that's about to wrap it up for this race, guys. I cannot speak today. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty decent race, and yeah. So I'm just gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're still on the road to 200 subscribers, and I've heard, and I think I got some news for you guys. I may be going to Texas Motor Speedway for the playoffs in October, so hopefully I can go there. And things are starting to get switched up because I have to go to school this Monday. Not Monday, not this upcoming Monday, but the next Monday. So like 8 days, 7 days, a week. And yeah, but still things will be normal because I'm gonna be doing, you know, filming races on you know, weekends, like race reviews and stuff. But yeah, that's gonna end it for now, guys. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.